When you think of energy drinks, Red Bull probably pops into your mind first. Red Bull stands out with its unique style and sense of freedom, making it an interesting and different brand. It holds over 40% of the energy drink market today. Interestingly, Red Bull originated many years ago in Thailand. In this video, let's find out the story behind Red Bull. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. When Red Bull first hit the market, there was no market for energy drinks. It was a concept that many people didn't know. Even studies conducted at the time predicted it would fail. Nevertheless, the founders persevered, convincing both consumers and health officials. Today, Red Bull is a multi-billion-dollar giant. It all started with a duck farmer who thought that farmers needed something to keep them alert all day long. Chaleo Yuvidya was born on August 17, 1923, in Phuket, Thailand. His parents were poor Chinese immigrants who raised ducks and sold fruit to support their family. Chaleo didn't have much formal schooling, so he helped his parents until he moved to Bangkok. In Bangkok, he worked at his brother's pharmacy, then drove buses, and later sold medicines. Eventually, he started his own company called TC Pharmaceutical Industries, where he made antibiotics. During his career, Chaleo created an energy tonic drink packed with vitamins and extra caffeine. This drink became popular among truck drivers, farmers, and factory workers who needed a quick energy boost after long hours of work. Back then, there were only a few lesser-known mixtures available, such as the Japanese brand Lipovitan D. It came to Thailand when Japanese workers moved there to oversee their factories. These drinks were often seen as medicinal or having a unique taste. Chaleo saw this as a chance to create a sweeter version that would be more appealing to local people. In 1976, Chaleo introduced his own berry-flavored drink named Krating Daeng, which translates to red water buffalo in Thai. He marketed Krating Daeng as a drink that could boost endurance, focus, and energy, selling it for about 30 cents US. Although it didn't gain much popularity at first, Krating Daeng outsold almost all competitors except Lipovitan. Within just 1 year, it became the top-selling drink in its market. Krating Daeng's early success was largely thanks to Chaleo's unconventional methods. He designed the logo himself, which included a sun for energy, 2 bulls for strength, and the color red for determination. Instead of targeting Bangkok's wealthy elite, Chaleo focused on laborers and blue-collar workers, a different approach for the time. Early ads showed laborers enjoying the drink in rural settings, drinking from simple glasses. To make Krating Daeng more popular, Chaleo sponsored well-known Muay Thai fighters and boxing events, connecting the drink with these sports. This approach played a crucial role in increasing Krating Daeng's visibility and recognition among the public. During the 1980s, Chaleo took Krating Daeng global, starting with sales in Singapore and later expanding to Hong Kong. This move played a role in Thailand's growth as one of Asia's emerging economies. Meanwhile, a man named Dietrich Mateschitz came across Krating Daeng while on a business trip in Thailand. He discovered that drinking a glass helped him overcome jet lag, and he became instantly fascinated. Similar to Chaleo, Dietrich had a talent for approaching things in unconventional ways. Dietrich was born on May 20th, 1944, in St. Maran village, Austria. His family was mostly conservative, with many officers, priests, and teachers. Instead of attending a nearby university, he convinced his mother to let him study ship construction in Vienna, as it was the only program not available locally and his ticket to move to the city. He switched universities several times before settling on studying business at the Vienna University of Economics and Business, taking him 10 years to earn his degree. Enjoying life in Vienna and his job as a ski instructor, he didn't rush to finish university. After graduating, he worked as the international marketing director for Blendax, a German toothpaste company. Despite traveling extensively for work, Dietrich grew weary of the routine. It wasn't until 10 years later in his career that Dietrich made a discovery that would alter the course of his life. While in Hong Kong, Dietrich read in a newspaper that Lipovitan was Japan's biggest taxpayer. This inspired him to quit his job and find Chaleo. Dietrich wanted to work with him to bring Krating Daeng to Europe, where there wasn't anything like it. When they met in Bangkok, Chaleo wasn't sure at first, but Dietrich convinced him. They both put in $500,000 and got 49% of the company each. Chaleo's son, Chalerm, got the other 2%. Over the next 3 years, Dietrich thoroughly analyzed the market and refined the concept and design for creating Dang in Europe. When he commissioned a research firm to test the product, the outcome was disastrous. The test group found the drink's taste unpleasant and noted it left a sticky sensation in their mouths. They also expressed skepticism about the taste, logo, and the brand itself. Dietrich later acknowledged that it was a significant setback. Despite these challenges, he still believed the initial feedback was wrong. He went ahead with setting up offices in Austria and began planning how to distribute the product. However, he soon faced another problem. He needed approval from health ministries across Europe because many of the ingredients hadn't been used in other products before. In 1987, Austria's Ministry of Health gave its approval. That year, the product launched with a new appearance and flavor and was named Red Bull. Dietrich swapped out the medical-style bottles for eye-catching silver and blue aluminum cans and added bubbles to make the drink appeal more to Europeans. However, the doubts raised by the research firm turned out to be somewhat accurate. The early years were tough, and Dietrich sometimes had to put his own money into the company to keep it going. Chaleo and Dietrich pioneered the energy drink market with Red Bull, but convincing people took time. Following Chaleo's strategy, Dietrich blended business with his passion for extreme sports to promote Red Bull. They sponsored top athletes and backed events such as mountain biking, snowboarding, paragliding, and hang gliding. The first athlete sponsored was Gerhard Berger, an Austrian Formula One racer known to rely on Red Bull. This approach proved effective, boosting Red Bull's popularity. However, shortly after their launch in Germany, they encountered a major challenge. They quickly ran out of cans. They were surprised by a global shortage of aluminum cans, needing 1 million cans daily, but unable to get any extra, causing them to run out. When Red Bull launched in the UK, it faced tough competition from Lucozade, a fizzy orange drink first sold as a remedy and later as an energy booster. The situation changed when snowboarders and clubbers started drinking Red Bull at parties, and it became popular as a mixer in bars and clubs. Even though Dietrich was disappointed that some people only used Red Bull as a mixer, he kept aiming at young partygoers, adventure seekers, and extreme sports fans. He paid students to throw Red Bull parties and drive around in small cars with cans on top. Red Bull also sponsored fun events like the Red Bull Flug Tag, where people tried to fly homemade gliders. Their strategy wasn't just about selling the product. It was about getting people interested in it, making it available and appealing to those who liked their style. Dietrich took a drink popular with laborers and made it into a luxury product, which was different from Chaleo's original idea. After Red Bull launched in the US, they sold their billionth can and became a billion-dollar company. Chaleo became Thailand's third richest person, and by chance, Dietrich became Austria's third wealthiest. This is how it started with a drink that made its own market. What part of this story inspired you? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification button to stay updated on the latest.